AI, the thing that's been on everyone's minds recently. Programs like ChatGPT and DALL-E Mini have completely taken over the internet. But can AI design a zoo? Well, I asked ChatGPT to design me an enclosure for Planet Zoo, and the results were, well, you'll just have to watch and find out. ChatGPT quickly generated the enclosure I was supposed to build, so let's see what it told me to do. It's giving us 5 different things we have to do. We have 5 steps. We gotta make an enclosure layout, so we have to make a rectangular area with dimensions of approximately 25 meters by 35 meters. Then we have to divide the enclosure into 3 distinct sections: the habitat area, the enrichment area, and the guest viewing area. So as you can see, the AI gave me quite a bit to do. But before we look at the other 4 steps, let's take a look at what I did for the first step. So now we're going to create our zoo. Didn't give us any specific things to create it, so I'm just going to use the one that I like to use most of the time, which is Temperate North America. Actually, there's the problem with that where this path is weird. Let's go with Temperate Europe. I don't use that one often. Okay, let's give this a name. AI. Alright, here we go. We're not going to focus on anything else, we're just going to focus on the enclosure. So like, let's lay out a path quick. Add a little staff area off to the side here. Everyone has used this design when they first started playing the game for their staff zone. You just make a little path and then place down all your buildings. Okay, staff area is complete, so now we have to start with the actual enclosure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and we gotta go 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So there is the exactly 25 by 35 area. It's a little bit lopsided now that I look at it. That's fine. Let's make the guest viewing area small. It's gonna have to work. This is already looking horrible. With our enclosure built and divided, it's time to move on to step 2. Choose a combination of species that coexist well and share similar habitat requirements. For this example, we'll include African elephants, giraffes, and zebras. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be making an African enclosure. Vegetation. Plant a variety of trees and bushes such as acacia trees, baobabs, and grasses. It doesn't give us specific grasses, but I think that's enough to work off of. To create a savanna-like environment, scatter them throughout the enclosure, ensuring there are shaded areas for the animals. Right, interesting. And then we have to add a water feature. We're going to add a large, shallow pond in the habitat area, but suitable for elephants to bathe and drink from. We need the African elephant. African savanna elephant, alright. Doesn't give us a specific amount. We'll get 2 of each. I think we'll do 2 females, so we can avoid the breeding. 2 plain zebras. 2 giraffes. Alright, we got our animals, so let's send them in. We'll hire just a few staff. Okay, that should be enough. Go! Go, my army of staff. Some of them are just walking. Here they come. Oh yes. Alright, here come the animals. Oh my. Oh my. What have we created? We'll get the acacia. Bam. So now we also need baobabs, which are quite big. I don't think that's too bad. And then we gotta get some grasses. I don't know, am I allowed to get rid of all of this tall grass in here? Savanna-like environment, I think that'll weaken terrain a bit. Alright, I like the way that looks. Pretty happy with this grass patch. Maybe we'll add some more, but I'm trying not to crowd it too much. It's already quite crowded in here. Okay, now for the water feature. So just a little bit down. Then we gotta make it large. I'd say that's large enough. It's not gonna get much larger. I think the elephants can bathe and drink from that. Alright, we should probably make the water clean. Alright, we'll clean up the water. I do actually like the dirty color for it though. Alright, you think the animals are happy in here? I don't know. Alright, well that's all it said to do for the habitat area. So yeah, I don't know how ChatGPT is doing so far in designing an enclosure. With the habitat area finally done, we can move on to the next section. So now the enrichment area. Animals include smaller species that thrive in more interactive environments. For this example, we will use meerkats and tortoises. So now burrows. Create a series of interconnected tunnels and burrows for the meerkats, simulating their natural habitat. Use natural-looking rocks and soil to construct them. So does it not want us to use the in-game ones? Do we have to make these ourselves? Are we going to have to, like, dig through there? It says tunnels and burrows. So I think we're going to be using both. That's interesting. Sand patch. Provide a sandy area for the tortoises to dig and bask in the sun. Add a heat lamp above this area to ensure the right temperature. Oh, whoa. Whoa. That turtle just gave birth to a bunch of meerkats. Look at the meerkats. So we have to create the burrows. So let's just throw in 2 of these. Have them nice and close. Like that. Let's get some rocks. There, I actually really like that. Alright, cool. So that's the burrows. So we need a sand patch with a heat lamp. So that's going to be quite interesting. So we'll do the sand patch right here. Very nice. Look at that. So that's the heat lamp. With that, the enrichment section was complete. Let's see what the next step is. The guest viewing area. Viewing platform. Construct an elevated viewing platform near the habitat area. This allows visitors to observe the animals from a higher vantage point. Information boards. Install educational boards around the enclosure, providing facts and details about the animals and their natural habitat. This is the viewing zone, so we gotta make a platform above it. Look at that. Not horrible. This is so goofy. And as quick as that, the guest area is done. But ChatGPT did give us a few extra things to pay attention to. Additional items. Feeding stations. Place feeding stations at appropriate locations in each section, allowing keepers to provide food for the animals easily. Enrichment toys. Scatter various toys and objects like puzzle feeders, hanging objects, and balls throughout the enclosure to stimulate the animals mentally and physically. And then shade structures. Add artificial structures like shade sails or natural shelters to prove additional shade for the animals in different areas. They get to eat. Let's go. So let's make sure the elephants can eat. I think let's get a large, and that should feed all of them. Okay. Wait, it's not that you put feeding stations in every section. Perfect. Right there. So now to the enrichment. Okay, we've added in plenty of enrichment. They technically already have a natural shelter in here. These guys also technically have natural shelter of the trees, but I'm interested in, like, shade sails. Can I build that? Okay, I think we can make a shade sail out of this. It's not horrible. That is the shade sail. That actually, you know what? That does not look bad. That's not half bad, alright? It's just it's a little rough around the edges, but it's not half bad. This sail, it's not that bad. And with that, the AI enclosure was finally complete. So, let's see how this enclosure holds up. We've gone to a 1-star rating, and the guests are very happy. I think they enjoy these animals. What are you doing? She's stealing the meerkats. Are these animals happy? A 0 welfare. Alright, off to a 0 welfare. Alright, we are doing great. These guys are stuck together. 0 welfare. Beautiful. Wonderful. We have no donation boxes. Okay, 71 welfare. They're actually quite happy. What about the turtles? 56 welfare. Not too bad. You know what? I think ChatGPT failed in designing a zoo enclosure. And really, the only good stuff here came out of my own creative mind. So, I don't think AI will be taking over a zoo design anytime soon. Because it utterly failed. These are not happy animals here. This was quite entertaining though. So if you guys want to try making your own enclosures with AI, go ahead, do it. Let me know if you do. I'd love to see them. You can put them on the Planet Zoo Reddit if you want. I do. I go on there. It's unfortunate, I know, but I do indeed go on there, and I will look at it. So if you want to generate an AI enclosure, go ahead. And if you want to see more of this, maybe we can expand and make a whole AI zoo. If you want that, tell me in the comment section. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this video. Will these animals even survive? I don't know. These ones don't have water, so probably not. But okay, hold on. I was gonna look at the heat lamp, but we have. It seems we've encountered an issue. All right. Well, ChatGPT didn't tell me to fix anything. We have protesters. The elephant broke the barrier. It's not leaving, but it did break the barrier. Do we have our The giraffe is free. It has this entire world to explore. Well, I think that AI zoo idea isn't quite gonna work. And another barrier's down. Another barrier's down. Well, time for the cinematics. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. And that was the fate of the AI zoo. Please subscribe so I can pay off the lawsuits from the people that got trampled by the elephant.